must change.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a collective reading for the full moon in Sagittarius, which is on June 14th at 4:51 a.m. Adjust for your time zone wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much to all of you for being here with me. To all my subscribers, I really appreciate you. Thank you for the support. If you're new here, please, and I resonate with you as a reader, please hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell, give the video a thumbs up, drop me a comment. All of those things really do help my channel to grow, and they are so appreciated. If you're interested in more readings from me, feel free to join us over on Patreon, where I do a whole host of other readings. You can also join us over on Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all of the places. I'd love to see you in all of those spaces. Yeah, I am open for personal readings. Yes, I'm open for personal readings. Links for everything will be in the description box below. If you're interested in a personal, I would say book soon, because when they close, they're going to close for extended period of time, because I'm going to be doing some transitional things in my life. So let's hop into this Sagittarius energy. Sagittarians are the adventurers and the explorers. What I'm really feeling, though, with this full moon energy is I'm getting building blocks. They're showing me that card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is an oracle deck that I have, which I don't know where it is. But it's an oracle deck, and there's a card in this building blocks, and it has it's a female figure who's got all of these sort of blocks coming out of her head, like the ideas for a foundation of something. So you might be sort of laying down the foundation for something that will last a long time. At least that's sort of what this energy is calling for. Like if you feel like you are ready for a new adventure in your life, it doesn't have to be like, traveling the world or anything like that, but just like a new phase in life, so trying out something new, perhaps a career switch, or a new type of relationship for you, or maybe switching up your routine if you've been doing the same thing for a really long time, right? And so if you feel like you're ready for that, what's being asked here is like creating a solid foundation for yourself, not just sort of like diving into it, but actually taking a minute to like put the pieces in order, figure out what you need, and then moving forward from there. So let's just go ahead and get started here with this reading. Messages for the collective for the Sagittarius full moon, please. Ooh, thank you. Can I have one more, please? Thank you. Huh. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. And then we have ground. Okay, yeah. Perfect. You have life, breath, sacrifice, the bull, and groundedness. Gravity. So what I'm getting here again this energy of sort of like stepping into a new phase of life, being sort of reinvigorated. I'm looking at this heart here. Somebody is going to start singing, like you're going to start, or not. It doesn't have to be singing, but some sort of music career, you're doing something with music, and it really and it's coming from the heart. For others of you, this doesn't have to be music. You might just be doing something that your heart is leading you to do, right? But it may require that you make some sort of sacrifices, that you let some things go. For some of you, you have to move here, and there might be some things that you really don't want to let go, yeah, there might be some things that you're just holding on to. But definitely needing to make a sacrifice in order to step fully into this new iteration of your life. And what happens is when you let things go, when you let some of those things go that you're like sort of like grasping onto, that are preventing you from really fully stepping into this new new moment. It's a new moment, something like that. When you let them go, you become lighter, but also you make space for yourself to really focus in on what it is that you're trying to create, right? And so the changes, while they might feel very jolting, especially if you are, especially if they are things that have been in your life for a really long time, like you've been living in one place, or you've had the same job for a really long time, or you've been single for a really long time, and now all of a sudden there's a relationship that's being put in front of you. Whatever it is that you need to let go, that you need to change, it's almost like holding on to it is destabilizing in a way. Holding on to the old is destabilizing because your heart is pulling you into the new. And so, when you let it go, you allow for this transformation that and ultimately you feel more balanced, more grounded, and more ready to take on the new adventure. Okay, let's go ahead and dig in here. We're going to use the Field Tarot. It's almost like there's this energy of like knowing like consciously knowing that the change is imminent, but also like not wanting to go through there's a difficult period that's required before you can really step into the change fully. There's a difficult period of release. There's a difficult period of like changes that need to be made to your life. For some of you, maturing, I'm seeing here as well, ending some cycles here, but then like opening yourself up to the transformation, opening yourself up to an ascension that will sort of lead you closer to where you want to be. That's funny. And you have the King of Wands here in leadership. For some of you, this is stepping into a more mature energy, taking control over your life, over the next phase of your life. No longer answering to other people and being the one that calls the shots is what I'm getting here. You want to be the one that calls the shots. Whoop. Hold on 1 second. We have the Nine of Discs. Yeah, moving more independently. Well, some of you are letting go of friends, friend groups. You know, for a lot of you, it's like you're bored with where you are too. You're bored with what you've been doing. You want like to do something that where you want a resurgence of passion in your life, because things have gotten boring. The old cycles have gotten boring. You're ready for those cycles. You're ready for those cycles to end. Some of you are ready to travel a little bit more. You want to get out and see the world, but you're certainly needing to release some things, move some things out of your way. Yeah. So for some of you, you're giving up a level of stability here. The ten of discs in the reverse. Some of you are giving up a level of stability that you've really held on to. It's been sort of like a defining feature of your life. Like, well, I've got, I keep a job, or I always have had this place to live, or I've always lived at home, or whatever it is. Like, there's a level of stability that's getting shaken up here in order for you to embrace this new life, in order for you to it's like breathing new life into your experience here. Some of you are too, you're tired, you're tired of you're tired of like watching your life kind of pass you by, is what I'm getting. Like you have all of these ideas and ambitions, and you're sort of like, maybe you're working so hard for someone else, right? That you are not achieving your own, and like you're not achieving the things that you really want to achieve. And really what you want to do is you want to strip down and you want to just start something completely new. Take a chance on life here. Take a chance on sort of being the leader, and not having to give all of your allegiances to someone or something else. You're ready to sort of pledge allegiance to yourself. Yeah, Ace of Wands. You want this fresh start. You want this fresh start and this new beginning. Ace of Wands with the Fool card, beginning. So you want this fresh start. You want this new beginning. You need more energy and more passion in your life. Things have gotten boring. Things have gotten boring. For some of you, this is like if you are in a long-term relationship, a committed relationship, and need some spice, it's gotten a little bit boring. Maybe like a trip here will spice it up. Also, getting away from, like, if you have like a friend group that has become, maybe they're like super nosy or toxic and just always in the business, or always have some sort of advice for you or something like that. Maybe like you need to like get away, extract the things that you want to keep from those people who are putting all of that uncomfortable energy onto a relationship or a friendship, or even like something with a family member, something like that. You need to like get away from it, and so that you can, like, again, have this fresh start. Again, there's something about stripping down here, stripping down to like the bare bones of what it is that you want to do, the changes that you want to make, coming into like, so that your vision isn't clouded, right? So that your third eye is not clouded by all of these outside energies, right? Taking power and control back for yourself. Let's see. 5 of Discs. The 5 of Discs and the Queen of Wands. Wow, you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You might feel a level of resentment, especially if you've sort of like put what you wanted to do, your aspirations, your ambitions, if you put those to the side to accommodate other people. If you've always been like sort of the last one, like you've always put yourself last, your needs last, your desires last, in order to accommodate others. 5 of Discs, right? You might be feeling a level of for some of you, a little bit of jealousy. For some of you might be feeling a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of resentment, but also feeling like, you know what, it's my time now. Now it's my time. It's my time now to step into the fullness of my power. Some of you are like looking better than ever. Like you want to, like, that's one of the things, like maybe if you felt like you quote unquote let yourself go, you want to come back into, like, you want to start to feel better about yourself, about your health, about the way you look. Some of you might be getting a new wardrobe, new hair, purple or red hair. Somebody's getting purple or red hair. Yeah, you're definitely cutting out collaborations, partnerships, connections, working relationships that have been draining that have been draining on you, like they've just like sucked the energy out of you and made you feel like you were sort of constantly expending your resources, your time, your money, your energy, and not getting anything back from it. Also, like if like I'm getting like carrot on a stick energy, like always chasing after, if you always felt like you were chasing after the promotion or always felt like you were chasing after a certain amount of attention, like you're not doing that anymore. You're not doing that anymore because that idea that you have to chase after something comes from an energy of lack, of saying like, I don't have what I need right here in this moment in order to create the experience that I want. And so I need to chase after something that's outside of myself. And that is ending here. That is what's ending here, because there's like it's like an exhaustion. It's like there's exhaustion here. Tired of it. Tired of also like there's something about gossip or like fake friends or like, you know, acquaintances, like having a ton of acquaintances and feeling like, you know, at one point maybe that was like, that felt really good to you to like always have someone that you could call, but now it feels more like, you know, it's not bringing anything to you, like, right? It's not bringing, these acquaintanceships are not bringing any sand to your beach. They're not like sort of filling you up in any way. It feels like empty. There's an emptiness, and what you really are looking for is sort of like a connection that fulfills you, where there's like this eye-to-eye thing. Some of you might really be getting purple hair. You might like, you need either a fresh start in a connection, or you want a completely new connection, completely change. You want to end an old cycle and have something show up to be completely different in your life, outside of the experience that you've been having, because you're moving on. Because you're moving on. You've outgrown it. You've outgrown the space that you're in. And you're over, like, you've outgrown putting yourself last. Is really what I'm seeing here. And, excuse me one second. Excuse me. Yeah, people might try to claw you. People might try to claw you back, but what you really want is for some of you, you want someone who's emotionally available to you. For others of you, you just want somebody who sees eye to eye. For others of you, you just want friendships that like give something back, that aren't consistently taking from you, where you can feel like sturdy foundation on equal footing. That people are celebrating your wins as much as you're celebrating their wins. And it's like you don't have that right now. That's something that's missing. That's something that's missing, but it's something that you are committed to having in this new phase. Like as soon as you are ready to let go of those things that you've been holding on to, that you know are sort of outmoded. Here, they've been outmoded. And also they're preventing the fullness of your transformation. You feel like you're right there at the cusp. You just need to cut some things out. The Queen of Swords right under the Four of Wands. In order to get that stability, it's time to cut out the things that are keeping you that are keeping you at a level of like inner turmoil. With the Four of Swords in the reverse, keeping you from like the fullness of your expression of joy. It's almost like you know that there are certain things or people that like, you know, they no longer make you feel good, but you continue to do them because of familiarity, because you know that sacrificing these particular things or people or experiences is going to create this whole cycle of change in your life that feels daunting in a way, but also is going to bring in it's going to bring in a lot of balance for you, because it's almost like without you even knowing it. Yeah, the Seven of Swords here with the Six of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, without you even knowing it, like, things got tipped out of balance. It's almost like you slowly lost passion for something over time and didn't even realize it. And you're looking up now and be like, do I even like what I'm doing? Do I even like doing this? Do I even like these people? Do I even like this job? Do I even like this house? Do I like, you're like asking yourself all these questions, like, and like realizing like, oh no, it's been a minute since I've liked this thing, but I've been so busy trying to be stable, right? So busy trying to sort of like keep up with the work that I've been like not even recognizing the illusions of like the illusion of happiness. Like I'm not even recognizing that it's an illusion. It's something that has long since frittered away. And you're not even, and that you're not feeling successful. You're not feeling like you're getting the recognition that you want. You're not feeling like you're getting the recognition that you want. But you're coming into, you're coming back to yourself and starting to see things more clearly. I like how in this Seven of Swords, the fox is over one sword. Like you're starting to see more clearly how you have been outwitting your own self, being your own worst enemy, by sticking around in situations that have been outdated. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with an oracle card here, 22:02 when I looked at the clock. But let's see. We're going to use a mystical shaman. I haven't used one of these in a while. So let's see. I have one oracle card to wrap this up for the collective. I like this message though. You know, we all, you know, you don't let it go until you're ready to let it go. And we can all say as much as you want, like, yeah, you gotta lighten up, lighten your load. But like until you're ready to release the things, until you're ready to make the sacrifice in order to gain what it is that you ultimately want, it just won't be time. But it feels like it's right here for someone out there, for whoever this message resonates with. It's time. And the card that came out is a perfect indication. You have completion, right? It's time. The old cycle is over. Let's read this from the book here. Okay. Number 9, completion. All right. It says, all things have a beginning, middle, and an end. This is the nature of life, the seed, the flower, and the fruit, and of all human relationships. Completion suggests the fullness of the moment and the need to transform an old form into a new form. You have finished a cycle, and there is no more growth or benefit from hanging on to the old. In regard to relationships, it is time to honor what has been, and find a new form for the future. In your ventures, it is time to reap your harvest. Completion is a time for celebration. It is the end of summer when the fruit is ripe. Clinging to the old form will only bring decay. When fruit is left too long on the vine, it rots. You know that it is time to move on, yet you are reluctant. Don't be afraid of hurting anyone's feelings. Remember that you are responsible for your actions, not the actions of others. Mourn what is lost so you can move on, but do not be sad. Be like the sun at midday who shines brightly, neither longing for sunrise nor dreading the dusk. Well, that is a perfect ending to this reading. It's exactly what's happening here. A cycle is over. Perhaps several cycles are over, but you're being ushered into this new energy. You're going to wake up to new life, to a new song, to a new heart song that is really going to sort of be the guiding force for this next adventure in your life. So what you're doing right now is sort of making sure that the foundation looks like how you want it to look. And that requires making some sacrifices here. But it's okay, because what happens on the other side of those sacrifices is really like a bounty of beautiful new experiences to help you in your growth journey. All right? All right, everyone. That has been the collective reading. No extended for this one tonight, but I will be over on Patreon with by the sign readings, as well as a couple additional offerings. So please do join us over there if you're so inclined. And also give the video a thumbs up if you made it this far. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button and the post notification bell. And thank you just generally for the love and the support that you offer. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. And if you want to see, if you're interested in a personal reading, links in the description box below. I would love to see you. All right. I am sending you so much love, so much peace, so many blessings, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.